Good morning, afternoon or evening, and welcome back to Edenia. My name is Crimmy Clown, and today we're playing more Reassembly. As you can see, I've amassed quite a fleet just by roaming around and pressing F all the time. Actually, these guys do most of the work for me, which is great. Then again, we've got a very little, small space station here. We need to upgrade our space station, which we pop out every fourth spaceship. So let's try to make this something worthwhile. I quite like the core. I think the core is very. Yeah, how should I say? I think it's very well balanced. Just having 4 shields and having these. I think we should have factories on all sides, and well, perhaps not all sides. Let's make it something like this. So we'll have a container and we'll have another factory. And then we'll just have containers on this side. Containers are free, by the way. You can add as many containers as you like. I do love the fact that there's a couple of shields protecting these factories. And now all we need to add is weapons. But we've got we're up to the P limit nearly already. Oh well, not really, but we've got quite a few P to spend. But we also need to produce that much resources to spawn one in. So let's try to keep the weapons to a minimum by adding plasma cannons, basic turret and damage dealers. Great. Let's just spam these right here, right there. Let's just put them on each end, just for a bit of defense. It's not going to be spectacular, but it's going to work. Requires 1280p just to spawn in. I think that's worth it. I think that's definitely worth it. The harvesters are only 5p. It's the shields and the factories that are using up most of our P at the moment. Should we have so many shields around the core? I guess we can live with less. We can really live with just the outside shields, I guess. Let's put in some hull pieces instead, just to make it a bit safe. I think we can live with this quite fairly. I think this is good enough. Let's just go with it, and we'll name it Space Station X, just to override the old one. Save, because the old one can go for all I care. It's very small, very situational. Let's try to spawn in one of these. We can barely afford it with our current ship. Otherwise, we would need more storage for resources. But we'll fare. We'll do fine. Let's explore a bit. There's an unmanned space station up here. Oh, there's something you don't see every day. Bit of a blocky fella. There we go. Oh, my fleet doing all the work for me. That's just great. You can just select anything, and there you see it's a barrage of rockets. The Interceptors just go after it like there's no tomorrow. It's great. I barely have to do anything. There we go. And we can afford it. We can afford the other space station. So let's pop him out. Let's see. There he goes. There it goes. Look at that. That's great. Love it. Shields. Add the shields on. And there you go. Let's take a close-up look. If the shields are done forming, they will activate and they will. Oh, just look at that. It's great. And it's stolen some lasers. Oh, that's a big one. Jeez. And while my fleet is doing the work, I'll just skim over slowly to this one. Activate it. There we go. Just a couple of more resources. The good thing about this is the resources are being gathered for me by the Interceptors. So I could just stick here and spawn a couple more Interceptors. And while I do this, the other interceptors will come close to me and deliver their resources to me. As you can see, I'm just doing nothing, and the interceptors, they are rewarding me with giving them life. Simple as that. There's a lot of drones down here. These drones, they are very small spaceships, but they're very cheap to deploy as well. So you can literally spawn hundreds of these. What the hell is this? Just look at this. My flags are going crazy around these. I've got a couple of flag guns on my spaceship. And the flag guns activate as soon as something hostile is nearby. There we go, that's one down the drain. Let's just spawn a couple more things just to break even. Let's sell a couple of resources. Well, I think we need to do a bit of upgrading. Let's see, there we go, upgrades. What can we buy? Blast pulses, they look really good. Undirectional projectile emitter. They look like they do a lot of damage. Railguns, obviously. Very long range turreted sniper weapon. I think we want railguns. I think we want them most of all. Bigger plasma cannons? Nah, not really needed. Let's see if we can upgrade the Ant. So, just to test these railguns out, we're going to have to do a bit of binding, I guess. There's a lot of point defense weapons, which is great, but we really want the railguns to be on right mouse, and we want ripple fire. If you choose ripple fire instead of fire all, it will alternate them, so you can have the best rate of fire, which is great actually. Let's test these out. We've got them on right click, and let's just, where are we? Let's escape this madness, and let's just let rip of these railguns. Oh, look at that. These big blasts. We're out of energy very fast though. We do need some generators just to make sure that we don't collapse. Generators, where are you? Here you are. These are very little as well. I can fit one on the end of each, but I think each of one needs their own generator, but we don't have enough P to do it. Let's see if we can buy some upgrades. We cannot buy some upgrades. We do need... Look, we don't have enough P to build this ship, which is a bit of a problem, but we can gather some more C just by floating right next to one of these. We can also destroy enemy ships to gain a couple of resources, but usually just selling off a couple, just like this, gains you enough P. So let's upgrade, let's buy some more, and now we should have enough P to get the extra generators up and running. And now I think, yeah, we can definitely shoot the railguns all at once. I think we can even afford to put these on fire all. Let's just see what happens. Oh, they still alternate. Alright, so that didn't make a difference at all. Did I even... Oh no, it's just a small thing I forgot. If you don't make an adjustment, the bindings will also not register. You have to do this. And it still doesn't fire all. It's ripple fire. And I don't really know how to make sure that it works like this. Alright, we've tried once again, and it's still on ripple fire. Well, that's good enough for me as it is anyway. We don't need to fire fast, we just need to fire righteous and straight. So there's a lot more resources. Let's spawn a couple of interceptors, which is great, and then we'll spawn another space station, and these space stations will spawn spaceships of their own. They'll spawn interceptors, and then even they will spawn another station, which is amazing. It will keep on expanding without your interference. Just a couple more. Come on. A couple more resources. Then we can spawn the space station. There we go. Plop. Plop off the back. And we can be on our way. There is a player just down here. As you can see on the minimap, there is a red dot, and that must be it. It's a very, very large vehicle. Let's see if we can get near it just by using the railgun. There we go. I don't think we can hit it. It's a bit too maneuverable for our likings, but there we go. Ripple fire, and we have conquered this agent, as they call it. We have destroyed its fleet, and now the other ships that are still part of his faction will die out slowly because the mothership is dead, which is great news for us. And lastly, I think we should add the end to our current fleet. We can do this as follows. You can just alt drag this one into here. It's one of the most expensive ships we have, but it will be added whenever a space station or other factory bearing spaceship will have nothing else to spawn. It will spawn one of these randomly, which is great. You can have these flying all around. With the end saved to our fleet, let's just scrap this design, and we need to start working on some bigger guns. So here we go. We're just left with the core, and we will actually let's see what will we do with this one. Let's have some generators all around it, and let's make sure we trapezoid this up. Do we want to trapezoid it up? No, I think we want to have some hull pieces here, and here, and here, and here. We want to have a escape pod. I think that's a very good idea, just to have an escape pod. This will form into this, and this will form thusly. And here we go. This will be the escape pod, in which everything else will be situated. We'll just stick this in the middle of a spaceship, and do we want something like this? I guess we do. There we go. Do these thrusters fit? Yes, they do. Great. This thing will be made just to escape whenever necessary. We'll have some of these. There we go. Oh, this looks. I think this looks cool as an escape mechanism. Let's just build the rest around it. We'll just. How should we do this? I think some plasma guns will look great on this one. We should actually, yeah, we should make this a bit more straight, because this is kind of ridiculous. I think we should have the big ones. Oh, look at that, it's a perfect fit. Great. So this will be the escape pod, and we'll have some hull extending from here. We'll have big wings, very big wings. Let's see, let's flip it over. These big wings, we do need to. I don't like the look of this very much. The just doesn't fit the theme. We'll have these over here. Let's just have some thrusters, a couple of backwards thrusters like this. All right, let's just add the main engines around here. Let's make these bigger as well. We'll just have some hull blocks right here and some engines. We do need some shield projectors. There we go. We'll add some of these pieces to make it look flush. There we go. Great, let's add some trapezoids. And we'll have the very big engines just up here. We could actually double it up. And wouldn't that be a bit of overkill? It would, but what's more important than just looking awesome? Nothing is more important than looking awesome. Nothing at all. There we go. Look at that. It's very cool. Very cool. Main engines. Yes, main engines are go. We'll quad it up. 4 of these. Very good. Can we actually add these up to here? Yes, we can. Oh, that's great. That is great looking already. Look at that. That's a main engine. That's what I call a main engine. Alright, let's grab some of these whole pieces. No, we'll grab the square ones, I guess. Square ones first. And let's put them here. And here. There we go. And this will be the weapons department. We can add some of these and some of these. There we go. Oh, this is starting to look great. These are kind of unnecessary though. At least we've got the middle part sorted out. We could even add some more engines just to this one. I think it has engines of its own, but not great ones really. There we go. Attach it. There we go. Attach that one. And can we now attach this one? No, we can't. It's just a bit shy. There we go. Yeah, let's get rid of a couple of these. It might be a bit overkill after all. There we go. For now, we'll just see how it handles. Alright. These one, if the wings get blown off, these ones can still add a bit of thrust, which is good. We'll have rail guns. We'll have a lot of rail guns. There we go. Perfect fit. 4 of these on every side. Yeah, let's add them from here because they don't entirely fit where I want them to. There you go, and there you go. That side. These don't match up, so that's what was going wrong. Alright, we've got railguns. We want the railguns to do fire all. Ripple fire, that's very nice, but we want the railguns, the main guns, to just blast away. This is 1100 already. We need some shields up front, just to make sure that these don't die on us. And we can use these hull pieces to make it look good. There we go. This one and this one. We'll have 2 of these shields up here. We'll insert some flak cannons on the rest. If the jaw, as I would like to call it, catches any enemies, they will definitely die. We can fit in a small defense cannon just here, which is great. Very great. Look at that. Some more of these flak cannons, which will just eat anything that enters the jaw. We'll have some teeth on the shield, just to make it look cool. Once again, looking cool can be quite important. There you go. Alright, I think this is a very good attack ship. Now, for the main part, we can just strip flak cannons up here as we wish. Look at that. Just a strip of flak cannons. Great, we'll have them here as well. Alright, now where for the factory? We would like to have a factory. We could put one up here and just have a container there, but that would be kind of boring, wouldn't it? Let's make this a big one or a medium one. Let's just have a couple of those. And oh, there's one, a spare one. How should we go about doing this? Tough decisions, very tough. Let's make sure it looks good first. We'll add some hull. Bit of hull. It's not quite big enough, which is a bit of a problem. We'll just improvise. We'll have a normal hull piece here. Great. Then we can add this and this. And now we need some space for the factory. Preferably it's on the back, of course. But we already have some thrusters here. I've got the greatest idea. Let's just get rid of these big ones, the central ones. Let's combine this. There we go. And now we should be able to get one of these bigger ones, put this on. If we just put a bit of hull over here, there you go. Look at that. Great stuff. Alright, now for the central engine, because that's been blocked off by this bit. This is just a spare engine. We could really make this a bit smaller. In retrospect, it's very big for what it does. We do need a bit of hull here, just to make it sure it's easier to build up. The hull doesn't take long to build up, the rest does. Let's just add a couple of little ones instead of the insanely big ones. There you go. It's nice and flush. So this will easily build, and then the shields will be added and the big guns will be added. So we can escape when we're in a pinch, which is great. But now we do need a main central engine. And these central engines do need another shield projector. This will be very close if we can manage it P-wise. There you go. We'll have a couple of spaces for us to spawn the spaceships. Of course, that is one of our main goals, to spawn a couple of spaceships. Right, we'll have another hull piece here, and we'll just add some trapezoids first, apparently. There you go. Look at that. It's looking great already. And some here and some here. There you go. Now we do need a couple of side breakers. So let's have some here and here. Same goes for the opposite side. We'll also have a couple on here, here and here. Do the same with the other collector. Do we have a harvester even? No, we don't. Luckily they're cheap. Very cheap. We could plonk them in here. Because why not? It's not very aerodynamic though. I would love it for it to be aerodynamic. We could take out these hull pieces, put them in here, and let's have some smaller hull pieces to fit it in. There you go. Looks great, and probably will handle great as well. So we've got the collectors, which is what we needed. Some of these, and a couple of back thrusters as well, just on the teeth. There we go. Let's see how it handles. This is not an ant. This is the scorpion, I guess. Guess it does kind of resemble a scorpion with the pointy tail, the claws. Let's just call it the scorpion. Let's just go with it. And here we go. We're grabbing all sorts of parts from space, and there we go. Look at it. We can also hold a lot more P, which is also great. So if we're in this state, we don't go very fast. But if the wings are blown off and we need to escape, we've got plenty of engines. And not being very fast isn't the biggest setback. It's having not enough weapons. That's debatably the worst thing that can happen. I fear we're still in ripple fire. Yes. Point defense is good. Point defense is very good, but I don't like the ripple fire. I wish we could just fire it all, but I guess it's just not possible. Let's see then if we can add a couple of normal guns. Now I say normal very gently. There we go. A couple of these plasma cannons. Now we're over P. We could upgrade once more, I guess. We don't have enough P to increase. Can we change the bindings to fire all? Reset defaults. Alright, let's save. If we could only find one of our space stations over here somewhere, we could sell some of this resources and just... There we go. Yeah, I know, we need some more P to... Oh, come on, just navigate. Here we go. Where is our space station? It's supposed to be here on the map, but I don't see the prompt for selling. It's not over here. Oh, there is an ant, I guess. I could sell to the ant. No, I can't. Let's just find a regular spaceship then. Come on. Here we go, a space station. Great. Let's just sell our last P. Let's get some credits and let's upgrade our P. Look at that. Great. And now we can actually get the plasma cannons on. And now we have... Oh look, it's alternating between the... Alright, that's not entirely what we want though. We could get these on here. Put these on fire all. And we do lack a bit of power in the back, so let's just add these ones and these ones. And that will certainly be enough for now. Let's save. Rippling fire, still rippling fire, and these ones alternating. Okay, so we've got basic fire just to get rid of some plants, and we've got this one, and we can fire them both at the same time, which is great. We can get rid of these ugly ass things. I don't even know what it is. There you go. And it's just eating through slowly. Alright, that's very nice. Alright, we've got a Scorpion. It will do for now. It's not the greatest, but it will certainly do for now. And that will be it. We will resume next time. We'll build up our fleet. We'll go on adventures deep in space. We'll find some wormholes. We'll just plop another couple of spaceships and space stations everywhere. We will conquer the galaxy. And I will see you all next time.